For just the third time in American history, the House of Representatives has impeached a president of the United States. Just moments ago, the House voting to impeach President Trump on 2 articles of impeachment, abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. And as expected, the vote was split along party lines with few exceptions. 17's Eitan Wallace has been covering the impeachment proceedings from the onset and joins us now in studio with local reaction to this historic day on Capitol Hill. Eitan.
Well, to no surprise, there was really little surprise when it came down to the vote this evening in the House. As expected, Congress members from the Valley voted along party lines.
The House will be in order.
For just the third time in American history, the U.S. House of Representatives voted to impeach a president. But Bakersfield Republican Congressman and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy voted no.
Madam Speaker, I must warn you, I'm about to say something my Democratic colleagues hate to hear. Donald J. Trump is President of the United States. Speaker Pelosi even recently admitted that Democrats have been working on this impeachment for 2.5 years. Those were her words, they were not mine. Because they lost to him in 2016, they'll do anything or say anything to stop him in 2020.
Hey, good morning.
But Democratic Congressman T.J. Cox of the 21st Congressional District voted in favor of impeachment. While he did not speak on the House floor Wednesday, he did send this statement to 17 News. It reads in part, quote, "Our president abused his power and used your taxpayer money to advance his own personal interest, and when Congress fulfilled its duty to investigate, the president acted as if he were above the law, obstructing the investigation by withholding witnesses and subpoena documents. Both of those actions violate our sacred Constitution, which only identifies one remedy for Congress to hold the president accountable. In obeying that solemn duty to my constituents and the Constitution, it is my responsibility to cast votes in favor of both articles of impeachment for abuse of power and for obstruction of Congress."
Yes, I think the president should be impeached.
Yvette Flores is the 17 News Democratic political analyst.
Impeachment at the end of the day is Congress's ability to bring forth evidence that could lead them to the truth. And that is exactly what Congress is trying to do right now. They're trying to figure out what is the truth, has he committed crimes, and as the American people, we have seen that he has already.
But 17 News Republican analyst Kathy Abernathy says the president did not commit an impeachable offense, arguing Democrats are impeaching the president for political gain.
People need to question. They need to question every congressman that voted for this, including locally T.J. Cox. Is this what you got elected for? The media and the Democrats want the word impeachment on the news every night from now till November 3rd. So get used to it, folks. This is what these people do when they get control of the House of Representatives. They're thinking about political gain, not what's best for the American taxpayer.
The impeachment process now goes to the Senate, where a trial will take place in January. At least 67 senators will need to vote in favor for the president to be removed from office. And a full recap of the vote to impeach President Trump is coming up tonight on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt, following 17 News at 6. In studio, Eitan Wallace, 17 News.
And again, for a complete recap of today's vote, don't forget to turn into NBC Nightly News 6:30 tonight. And Eitan Wallace will have more tonight on our impeachment wrap. His presentation starts at 6:45, and you can watch it on Facebook or our website, kget.com.